This one is so it should be on now. So somebody to sorry.
What have we seen on the dashboard? Right. On the dashboard? 19. No, I use that.
So we have about 19 people registered on the page. These are the names of the registered members present. So we have Yakubu Musa, we have Dara Dudu, we have Daniel Fong, we have Tislotu, we have Tobias Choki, we have Adacholong, we have Wenting Gredet, we have T2M, and then we have Kim Fong Tyson, Dr. Junior, we have Jerry Dalio, we have Jibui, Jabiu, we have Gadu Israel, Elisha Thomas, we have Obukan Peter, Niger Point, and Friday Musa. So I don't know who are those. Two, we have Tobias P. Chokji, we have Hada Cholong, we have Waiting Greated, we have T2M, we have Kim Fong 01, we have Dyson 001, we have Top Junior, we have Jerry Dalio, we have Jabiu, we have Gadu Israel, Elisha Toma, Pam Thomas 222, we have Abukan Peter, Adamu, we have the Niger Quant, and then we have Friday Musa. So if your own is not there, okay, that means you may have registered, but you have not yet registered on this for the event. Okay. Yeah. Yes. Okay, it is 20 now. Okay, that's it. Wow. Okay, so we have 21, we have chain regs, and then we have one more person. Okay, let's see again. Okay, let's see. Okay, Sarah Mia Dambora. Yes. Okay. No, yeah.
Check around PS now.
Okay, so we have 22 people now. We have for one PS now. So he's the first and he's coming last. Okay, so we have 22 now. Okay, then. 33. Okay, 24 even. Wow, so it means everybody is so it has had okay, okay, Friday. So okay, yes, it's okay. We are 24 people. So everybody has registered. Congrats. Okay, one more person. Okay, okay, one more person is left. If he has registered. So almost everyone has registered. So once that one person is done, or should we go and do the other person? Someone else. One more person. Yeah. Wait for her. Okay, so let's move on. She will join us very soon. Very soon we are going to have everybody registered. So for those of us who are watching from YouTube, you can also click on this very number 5 to watch it on YouTube. So today we are going to work on the Berom Wikipedia in the incubator, and then we are also going to activate the community by registering. Now that we have registered our account, they will register as members of the Berom Wikimedia community in the page on the meta. And then our document is also here present. But then let's begin. To create by translating from existing articles in the English Wikipedia, you can click here. And then if you wish to create a new article in the Better Wikipedia, not existing in English, for example, items that we have natively that may not be known abroad, we can create them from by clicking here. So if you click on this click here, you are going to see this very page. So this very page is going to be the home page of the Wikipedia. As it is not so developed, it's not looking so good, but then we will design it much later on so that it will look very attractive. So you can just pick to see other languages that also have their own home pages. You can maybe look at maybe let's look at the Igbo, for example. You see how their own home page looks. From where? How do we go to this page? Okay. Is it from event details? Or how to start it? Let me start again. Where did you schedule? Yes, and that's from there we go. So let me start again. I will keep first. So let's start again gradually. Gradually. So you go to create creation of pages. Creation of pages. Are we all there? Okay, so you go to creation of pages and then you go to create or edit an article in the Berom Wikipedia incubator. Are we all there? Okay, now we can click on either this one or this one, number 1 or number 2. But the one I clicked on was number 2 earlier on. So now which one are you clicking? Number 2. So I'm clicking on number 2. So when I click on number 2, that takes us to the future Wikipedia homepage. But it is not so good. It's not looking so nice. But later on, we'll design it and then it will look so attractive. But then if you need to create a new item, all you need to do is to type the Berom name at the front of WP/BOM/ at the front. We are not removing. No, you are not. That's the syntax. You need that syntax always. So syntax. Yes. Okay. So like this BOM is representing the Berom Wikipedia. For the U now, look at the U home page. If you want to check any other language uh, um, page, you can just copy this one, go to the search box, or let me just change to mobile view, the way to look on your phone so that you understand it better. So this is how it should look on your own phone, even though it is going to be a little narrow. So just copy WP. WP stands for Wikipedia, and then the VOM stands for the language code. So if you want to check how U looks like, this is KAJ. U is also underdeveloped, unfortunately, but this is but also has this one though. Don't think this one is final. But this is the this is the way the home page of U looks. So it's not so nice. So, but at least just to allow the people to edit because it takes time to develop it. It's a lot of yeah. So this just the issue, for example. But you can also search another language code, and then see how they look. Maybe let's try NO or NA or maybe any of these ones. NAQ. See, this one's still underdeveloped, so there are just so many like this. But basically, this one will allow you to work on the project. So let's go back to that very page we left earlier on, and then we'll go to number one. All of us will work on number one because that number two you may not have the idea now, but for number one you have a clear idea. So you just go down to this green color below creation of pages, create or edit articles in the Wikipedia. So number one, please click here. Number one. Are we all there? Have you all clicked on number one? Okay. So now we can scroll up and then read through whatever is there. But let me first of all log into my own account so that I will check it. So let me change it to mobile view. So mobile view, you can now read all through these things. Number one, click on edit source if you are using desktop mode. You can see I scroll down there, and then I usually change this desktop because this one will make me have a look of a computer. But if I click on this one again to make me have a look of a mobile phone, so that's just the way to change. So earlier on, you must have heard me say interface. So these whole things you are seeing here, because we have not started translation on Translate Wiki, that's why they are all in English language. But by the time we start, all these things you are seeing, including all these things, they are going to be in the so people will be able to read it in the language. And then to this thing you are seeing that is called pen tools. That's usually what we click to begin to edit anything we do. And if you are using mobile phone, you always see this pen. But if you are using a computer, you always see edit or edit source. So let's start. We are going to be assigned individually an item to translate. But then we only have 12 because beforehand we didn't have the translations to use. But you are all going to supply us or supply me in this very editing. I'll add so that everyone will have something to work on. So number will not use numbers also. What's the word for house in the law? That's with a dot under. Okay, with the half O. Okay, open O. Law. Okay, this is okay. Hello. Enough send open O. That look. Lock. Open the lock. Open or then it. Okay, then. But I will not be able to use this computer. I have to use my phone. So I will use my phone to edit it, then refresh, then you will all see the edit done. Um, sorry, 1 minute. Okay, I will.
So, when I say money, it's very sources of okay, the same from the poor side of the country. So, it's essentially a bit confusing. It's somewhat tricky. Yes, but it's easy. Very easy. And eventually, you're going to like because the keyboard is like okay, this kind so we'll also translate the people. What you just did now brought my attention. It's what to change to get something which is the interface. The interface has to come in. Don't show things. Not change like it's a different form of it. Another form is just once you call it, you're referring to the what are the language in the language same as the no, I mean the so if you want to change, don't change them. Just scroll down again to your phone. Tell that the thumb, very long thumb. I works shoot on language. So it goes to the young translate the gospel. It has come from yes, we provide yes, okay, no, that's you know, so for those just be about people so it's very it's the answer with just describing the people. Yeah, you do. You just be the same decision. It's too painful. It's very simple. Okay. Yeah. So if you refresh, you see that we have edited this one. We have about 15 now or so. So we have the match in bracket, the match, and then the in bracket length. But you are all going to be assigned when we have up to this number that we have here. So just keep on pumping the one until we are up to the number that we have. How do you call it? Okay, one. The man. So you be
We can still choose to write it in the way it is. If you write it in the no, that will be the article there. The way to the implementation of voice is it that way? Okay, what of Jonah? Jonah.
No, nonsense. Babu Babana.
But recently,
No question. Question.
that is why
According to Botswana, I'm not going to Botswana. I'm just not going to Botswana.
that
So I'm sure I'm going to
the
Botswana.
name that we use some simply company
Well,
they
it's
change
a
the name
But in the pronunciation,
You pronounce it the
you
way
pronounce it the way it is. It came from the Hebrew and
because you capture
like,
something.
like now you are saying David. You can let it go to that.
that's why in the new edition
Canada will do it because there are a lot of Bible.
there are a lot of things that we do want to use. And that is why it's overdue for you guys you need to revise and the names also comes based on the pronunciation of it. That's what I mean. Just like I did Jonah now. How do we call it typical of a man or woman? How can she call them that? And so we can get that pronunciation to can create this word.
Okay, so we already yeah,
That's what we
no, you are this one's okay.
Then they will follow and go to then they return when they come they come to enter the house and the people break the lock in the stomach. Come on. And the man come, they thank Jesus for the day that we do. But the remaining night, never remember to come down. Then he comes to instead of come here.
You see the way they speak their it's just like they speak outside.
Just sometimes.
Then what is south? South. So that is Jordan.
Yeah. That's southern part.
South. North, south. Okay. Yeah. Bato. Basi. Not Bato. South Basi. Basi. We have Batin. We have Bato. I know Bato. The west is you are talking about South Batin. Batin is talking about South. Batin. The chin. Okay, the chin. The south is just Batin. Just Batin. That's synonymous. Bato is Batin. The language is just like you see in English. You can have one name
Different, yeah. One thing
So sometimes tone might tells you
context.
yeah, the context is timing. Written. So we also have to
There's no vote is catch. There's a vote. That's if you come back from farm, vote, okay. You come back from farm, you're very thirsty, and see your friends, you're drinking kunu, and you don't give him with joy. Say, vote. That expression means drink to your satisfaction. But vote is catch. But if you say vote, but if you say what? It's all from
also in fact when you are shivering.
yes, that's it. Now that book and what is different. But if you might talk and say what? At least you see. What if I need and more? I say more. But it's actually yes. What if I say nothing what? Instruction has been given. Test. Test is fine. Three. The language is very interesting.
So but mostly you have the audio. You have the audio back. If you listen to you, you tend to love the language more than you use the it is. And you don't match the very fast.
But they are not as thorough.
No.
Speak.
Yes, if you speak, you use authentic. I don't know whether you're part of the poem. Oral mother tongue. Sometimes
Okay, what was this?
that one, because we need 1 year translation. But not of it. We don't get so
Okay, so wait.
It's
Is.
No, they say okay, that was Rapistino. No, it's Bartos now.
No, it's synonym rap and bottle. They are all up. So it's synonym.
Yes.
Okay. The has a
that's where the song is. Okay. Where the song is coming. We are listening.
So we have about 20. We need about 10 minutes.
You say let's talk about it. You know,
Have you if I did that, you have a sound. Double sound. It's a banana. Yeah, that's okay. Sounds. West of wait. Okay. No, it's not. I think we need wait, it's to be put up so no, but we're struggling a lot of things
So that, how do we say West? West Africa. West.
where's the way? So don't we have West, West, what put up my business and what was it by that? Yes, yeah, like that.
My works out West. Just, how do we say evening? But the E is the one that is okay. HWE Queen. Yes. It is like the one that is written like just the other
We'll look for the right answer. H,
okay.
Y, W, G,
W.
L,
So
We still have the word for west to create or west.
West, please. What is it?
It's Bakoa, sister.
We're talking about the future to the doctor. Tap, here, West. Westward. Westward is back tap. Westward, so back. So tap. Westward. So tap is west. Yes.
Teacher,
So tap. Yeah, so tap.
Okay.
no, but what's the matter?
No, but I you will say, is that
She told us,
Okay, well, that's one of the literary words.
when you want to talk about
But how do you see center? Center.
it's a flat on map. Don't want to go there. I feel like that too, because we have various dialectical when you come to what's development, that's when the argument comes.
Like we have the Basa. Every person chapter 1, 2, 3.
Sorry, how do you say morning? The morning time.
It depends.
Yes.
We use, dialectical problem. Some Gassi, but we use Gassi.
Okay,
Gasi.
so then we don't have the earth and the short, the one that you are inverted, but it's not in the alphabet.
What?
The earth sound, the short sound, the earth. Gussie.
About this one, that's why because the guy is sexual in English is always on stress level. But this one is ga, not like this, not like this, but that's
It's stress.
this one, that thing. No,
But how do you say afternoon? Afternoon. No, week. No, week. But what about night?
Substance.
Till actually.
I'm trying to look at that was a mountain was it. Gasi Nabi. The Sarajili should have been Nagasi.
Okay.
Now,
The Gasi is different. No.
okay, now,
So you put Nagasi.
Okay.
that's
That
okay. Why you all of them have now? That's
no, sir, Nagasi is trying to give a directive. No, no, if you use Gasi, the context of Gasi is different from it's the meaning. Yes. A month.
Gasi.
But I was called Gasi.
Gasi.
The whole is specific word Gasi. The problem is this. Context, language context is important when it comes to translation and creation. It's important, but in this context, Nagasi, Nagri, Naturu. You can't say Gasi. No, Gasi is a complete day. Gasi.
Okay.
Nagasi. Morning of
Afternoon,
but seven of there's no K.
Okay.
In the West,
West, that's
no, West, West, need to
That is no English.
okay. Let me.
That's why I say the sun, the tone.
That's for West. What about East?
That's why I'm saying remove the H.
this is us.
Okay.
That way is
Okay.
This is like R-A-G.
Okay, let's talk about it.
Hey, what? Let's hear now. Wait, hold on. No, it's trying to, hold on, we want to remove certain things that are added there.
Abraham Japan. Foron was Ira. Well,
That is easy.
Foron is in the east of Ireland. So that,
Okay. So go to that east. Put Ra. Then you come to west. Put Ta.
oh, okay, so check that.
So that is east, right down is west,
West,
but it is south.
That just east to the. This A is not Tereu. It's A-T-E and that one mark.
but if you want to put a tone as in the mid tone,
Mid-tone.
with the mid tone.
No, the mid-tone is there.
No, it's not a mid tone, it's a low tone.
No,
No, that one is.
that mid-tone is there.
Okay, so I think the mid tone.
It's a mid-tone. So remove the R-E.
So just T-E.
T-E and that mid-tone.
That is
That just is to you. That one, okay, just is.
Let him finish the one.
But to remove the H.
Okay. That's just.
Just control. Just control.
But so no H.
No.
something like this. No.
No, remove H from no.
Okay. No.
So what do you want to do? No, we are changing east to rec.
Okay. That's Jot. Jot.
And this regale means Y.
Okay. So what would the Y be?
Okay, review and
H-W-E.
HWY.
That's H-Y-W.
H
Okay.
HYW.
It's not sure.
Now it's too complicated.
It's not complicated. You understand it.
Which one?
That's something.
This one, it's your this one supposed to be there.
That's the correct pronunciation.
Like this.
Yes, well,
This.
Yeah. We also have it. That's why I was thinking it was easy for me to understand.
Yeah.
So has that.
Or it's a
You can't collect that just.
Okay, just. Okay, so that's Jot.
It's no, it's just easy. Okay, yes, you didn't correct. Correct is right.
So how do you say good morning? Poetry.
That one will not be now.
Scroll it down. We don't use the words.
Then West. West.
Okay, let me say something here also. You know, one of the problems we have, Riom, Riom doesn't supposed to carry I.
Okay, so
Riom is white, but the white man are the to ease his pronunciation. And that means a musical instrument too. It also means clocks. Eh?
That's another.
Yeah, it's not to throw it like that. Yeah, it's international.
Just
Yes.
Yo, when you know that, we need to agree. We need to agree.
what's the meaning of this of that?
You know that what we need to agree is concerning just. We use jot or we use just. Jot.
Becomes
So if we're using our language, because I want us to understand our language, let's correct the mess. That is what So this word is important to correct some of this nonsense.
This is part of
That's what I'm telling you.
Yes, I think I have what we are doing.
Then check the pattern.
What we are doing here, not what we are doing there is not completing the Bible. Yes, it's not completing. It's just maybe some things that we are missing when we have not yet grabbed. You know, photography has to develop.
Of course,
Before the writing will be now the conversation, then the real. For instance, like the Bible translation they did a very famous platform on which we are now developing.
of course,
Without
the photography,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yes, because we are having the same thing in my own place. I am not a theologian, I am not a translator. I am a creator. I'm a freelance writer. So I create a lot of things. So we clash. But I try to make them understand that no, we are not opposing each other at all. We are only connecting. So you have to bring things as they supposed to be and leave the legacy for them.
Yeah.
It has to be a lot of work to, as we are working now, from this articles, you have ideas on writing some other books. Things that will help people to understand and then read about.
Yeah, there is no this African language. The most African languages have limitation, especially when it comes in terms of vocabulary. Because language develops based on things happening around. But with recent advancement, we have the need for development of languages, words. You need to bring in science. And how do you use, where do you get the words that we can always see? There must be a forum. That's what, and this one is very well.
So if you upload the correct video to be the platform,
Yes, sir.
We don't call them artisan. We show them pure.
so you put video model and it's already branded.
So it is already there already. So you guys can the red one is the same one. You will go back. There are words that we introduce them, like Berom. We don't need to repeat the Berom. people avoid being wrong. That's all. The B and the wrong gives us the people of which are which. And if you are talking about one, not two,
No. Why you are trying to say here? I understand. Like sports.
okay, for you
We
to
are two. We are two. When you are talking about the people, it's a virtue. The virtue and the people. The virtue is the people and the virtue. True is the language. So, but in writing the article, you will see how to separate the people
just come
and the dialect
Even the land.
and the land. There's the people, there's the land, there's even the culture.
That's
so,
what it
are we somewhere?
Yes, so let's begin to share. I think we have more than enough now. So now let's assign each person to an article. No, Thomas. Thomas.
Thomas.
Whenever Thomas, I got it correct. So you have to translate zero. You translate zero.
Zero.
This is your own article.
Bit.
Vit. Okay, Vit.
Yes.
So when we get there, just hold it or just write it somewhere. Yes. One. Jerry, that should tell you. Two.
Okay. Okay, me, I'm translating one.
Then that guy Wilson. Three. And then Amos Router. Four. Whenever. Okay. And then Sarah, yeah.
Online.
You're not
Okay, you're not registered. Okay. Okay, we'll skip. Then later we'll come back. So, go Sarah. Five. No, then that bottom one, you are going to do six. That young do to seven.
No, you don't give me one. No, if you use another person's name, he was thinking that was your name.
Okay, I thought it was that your. Okay, your own is two. So
My own is seven.
officially that is seven.
okay.
You put Jerry, that's.
Okay, Jerry, that.
No, I have to say that Jerry. That's.
Okay. He's Daniel. Okay,
It's a boy, not a girl.
how do you say that?
But I didn't
Father. Okay, you give me that one. I say we'll give you that one. That one. Yeah, that one.
see
Okay.
father was a member of National Council. Mandara teacher, here shorts, Ipomo, via Ilaheda. That was 50. Yeah, that they are both category. That's
Oh,
like a chieftains, yes. Once you play chief now, you are done.
so that Stephen Ford.
Yeah.
Okay, you are not there.
No, I'm not there yet.
So you take it, then go top rendezvous.
Yeah.
Okay, okay, sorry that. So you take nine, then Daniel from this Daniel that Daniel from you take 10, then that Victor from 11, and then Kim. Okay, Kim D from you take 12. 12. Then Reverend Dacholo, Reverend Dacholo, okay, okay. You take long, yeah, house. Then that Tobias children. Okay, you take Berom people. That's Demat, Berom, in Bradford, Demat. And then James Warren. Okay, you take Berom, Len Berom. And then Israel, Gulu, Israel, Haruna. Okay, okay, Dalo, Israel, Haruna. You take that David Jonathan, and then Wash Yakubu Musa. Okay, you are going to take Rion, and then Pam Thomas. Yeah, Pam Thomas. Okay, okay, Pam Thomas. You are going to take George Barton, and then Stephen. Okay, Churu. Okay, okay, Joro. You take you take George Barton. That's just not, and then Cholom Yang.
He's not also.
Okay, not also. So we jump. Then Princess Susan Gang. Okay, you are going to take Jotrak, 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 Jotrak. Okay, Jotrak. Okay, Jotrak. Okay.
So if we do, how do we refer to it?
Put it on my.
Put it on my.
Okay.
On the reflecting.
So that you know the song. So we have the Lutu rap, Jotrak. So I don't know who doesn't have an assignment yet. So now, since we all have our assignments, please come to articles for creation, and then you click on this pen tool. You see this thing that looks like a pen. Yeah, please look at the screen. You are going to see something that looks like a pen.
Yes.
So you click on it. Once you click on it, then you just cancel this. Let's not assign. Like if I'm the one assigned 0, for example, I'll just go to my own number, my own assignment, and click remove that not assigned and replace it with 4 tildes.
4
tildes. You see this sign, 4 of it only.
That's the reason.
That's it. Then you publish it. You click, you go up, then you see this blue arrow, then you click on it.
Mobile view doesn't have that thing. Should I just click on the edit?
Yes.
Visual editing. Now it's showing visual editing.
Okay, visual editing. When you do visual editing, you see it. When you click on it, you go to source editing.
Source editing.
And then change the way this one is. Yes. So once you have assigned yourself, then you click on publish up.
I'll put my name.
What happens? You delete the not assign and replace it with 4 children. Yes. Okay, if your own is not switch to other. Yes. In case your own doesn't show the way my own shows, you see the pen tool, and then you see visual editing, you see source edit. So you go to source edit and click on source edit, and then you go to transform to yes, that's
But it's not bigger. It's like it's like those fixing of the number. It's not supposed to be like
It's later. So once you have assigned yourself the article, then we can begin the translation. So for now, we have just about two people registered, Tislo and Kimpong. This is check.